You know, our next presenter is Stephanie Leith from Altar Live, and one of the caveats here is this. She and her group are not competing for the grant. However, in the format of Exponential, they love to bring new ideas and things you're probably interested in. So when Stephanie comes up here, you all welcome her. She's not competing for a grant, but I think she's got something you want to hear about, all right? Watch the screens, guys. Stephanie Leith lives in Wenham, Massachusetts with her husband, Johnny. She is the founder and CEO of Altar Live. Altar Live is reimagining church engagement online. They want to see every church embrace and equipped with digital tools to foster spiritually accessible and barrier-free community online. Altar Live is an online video conference and live stream platform designed to allow churches to do more than stream a one-way broadcast, allowing them to engage their people online. Their simple, intuitive platform allows people to easily watch events as a first-time guest or seamlessly sit with others on a video conference and freely move between virtual tables and rooms together. Altar Live can be used 7 days a week for large-scale structured events and for intimate Bible studies and staff meetings. Well, welcome to the platform. Got a question for you.
Oh, boy.
Been stalking you on social media.
Oh, no.
And your social media would suggest you handle the hottest foods and sauces and freakiest food the world had to offer, right?
Oh, I don't know what this is.
It's not on your social media?
I'm not sure.
Whoever's doing your social media, you ought to read it, okay? So what's the hottest sauces you've ever eaten?
Oh, gosh. I think Thailand.
Okay.
Some really hot sauces. They mix into foods there. I was a kid, so
Okay.
probably taste buds hadn't fully developed yet. Did a lot of crying afterwards.
Okay, very good. Well, don't cry now. Give it up for Stephanie.
Tell me if this sounds familiar. In March 2020, Pastor Andrew closed the front doors of his church building and led his congregation in worship over a YouTube link for the first time. At first, it was exhilarating. The entire internet was his audience. But he had a problem. No one was talking back. There were no smiles or laughs or even yawns from Uncle David in the back pew. And at the same time, people on the other side of the screen were feeling disconnected from each other. After all, they came to church to hear the gospel message, but they came back to church week after week because this was a community in which you could celebrate Lee's new baby or pray about Antonio's job loss and share in life mission together. But as Pastor Andrew realized he was creating live devotionals on YouTube, trying to drum up likes and comments on Facebook, he was becoming just another content creator. And his church, probably like your own church, started to realize that they had an engagement issue. In the last year, I've talked to over 900 pastors, and they share the common frustration. They've been following the formula of what it means to become an internet influencer. And while they've been successfully able to go wide, they're struggling to go deep. And so, together with churches, my co-founders and I had the audacity to start building a platform from the ground up, built for churches and with churches. And this is how Altar Live was born. Altar Live is a conversation-first event platform where people can do more than just passively watch, but actively participate with one another. We took the best of Zoom, Church Online, and Facebook into one seamless experience. Do you wish that you could actually see behind the number of views on your videos and actually see the person on the other side of the screen? On Altar Live, you can do that. So, how does Altar Live actually create engagement differently? Let's take a typical Sunday service. On Facebook or Church Online, your attendees are just a number of views, and their options are to comment or chat. Grace is an online greeter on Altar Live, and she can see everyone by name who joins the event, not just those who are brave enough to make themselves known in a chat. Every Sunday, she greets people by name, introduces people to one another, and can even invite people to sit down in a video conference row with her and see who's a first-time visitor. Jorge has been attending this church just for the last few weeks. He's new. And he's been watching anonymously, but this week, Grace reaches out to him over direct message on Altar Live and invites him to join 2 others, young adults, in a video conference row using the Altar Live seat feature. Jorge has now made a connection with someone else in this church. This means your church becomes more than just a Netflix show. You can continue the conversation instead of the service just ending. Conversation continues afterwards by the host moving everyone into a lobby where people can move between virtual tables and rooms. So Jorge can go take a seat at a table to meet the pastor, and Grace can lead a Next Steps program in a virtual room with a screen share feature where she can get people more engaged in the church. And we all know engagement doesn't just end when Sunday is over. And so that's why churches use Altar Live not just for their Sunday service, but for their small groups, alpha groups, and even Bible studies. In fact, many of our churches even use Altar Live for all of their staff meetings. Instead of having multiple Zoom accounts, you have one account for all of your staff and volunteers to host synchronous events at the same time. We have even had churches use it for weddings and funerals, because in the life of the church, these are the events that you share together. Life-to-life, face-to-face community. And when I first started working with Pastor Andrew, I didn't think spiritual community could happen online the same way it could in person. And then I met Rose. Rose lives in a nursing home. And during COVID, she had to go into lockdown. Her church started using YouTube, but then switched to video conferencing. And Rose started to log on early with one of her other friends, and they would chat about their kids, their books they were reading, and things they were praying for. And as other members started to log on and overhear these ladies, it started to become a church habit to just let them talk and everyone listen to each other. And Pastor Andrew said this became the highlight of their Sunday service, the simple act of communing with one another. And in their corner of the internet, church was happening thanks to video conference. This is what Altar Live does. And we see this engagement happening week after week, day after day. We now serve over 1,200 churches on our platform. And we're ready to take Altar into every church. We believe that we will be the go-to engagement platform of all faith communities in the next 2 years. After this presentation, you can go out to our booth and you can try an Altar Live event for yourself on your mobile phone. You can see how simple and delightful it is to use. We're experts at onboarding churches, and we'd love to partner with each of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good job.